Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for supporting Neuro Subathon 2. It has been a smash hit, like in baseball, when they hit the baseball all the way out and that scores a point for the team. It's been like that. So because of that, I'm going to go ahead and do one of the later stage goals earlier, just as a gift, because people have donated with PayPal and like the direct stuff recently, which doesn't really push the sub count up. But this doesn't take me a bunch of time, and I already had the stuff. So this is Natto. Natto. It's a Japanese cuisine thing. And it's fermented soybean. And apparently it's gross. So I got some. And I've been vegan for like 11 months, and it's vegan. It's just fermented soybean. So it was recommended that I have rice. I have brown rice here. And I have salt. I'm just going to put some salt in the rice. Is that how I should do this? Or do I put the salt with the natto? But this is the natto here. It's just in a styrofoam thing. And then it's in a little plastic thing too. Let's just see what this smells like. It almost smells like a cleaning product. Not quite. It's very strong. It's like a gripping, fierce smell that just makes you want to go, ugh. Oh, it looks nasty. It's like... I guess they're kind of like tiny sticky beans is what it looks like. Do I have a hot sauce nearby? Make sure to stir up the natto, like whip it to add air to it. Okay, should I get a fork? Or is that uncultured and I should get chopsticks? I think I might be out of chopstick. I'm gonna get a fork. I've returned with a fork and a hot sauce. Okay. So the fork I will use to stir this, and then this hot sauce is in an emergency in case this is too gross to eat normally. All right. So should I stir it up in this first and then put it on the rice? Or should I put it in the rice and then stir all of it together? I'm prepared now. Should I stir it first or stir it after it's in the rice? What's he eating? Stir it in the container first is more common. All right, I'm just gonna do like a normal person here and stir this commonly. This is a very common stir. Many people who get natto, it looks so gross. Icky Sticky would love this. Get yourself some non-disposable chopsticks. That's a good idea. If you recommend me some that are on Amazon, I might just get some. Chat if you have a chopstick recommendation for perma sticks. The only chopsticks that I've had were the wood ones that you get from like ordering certain food. Am I supposed to like really stir this up? It's like really sticky. It just looks so sticky. Ugh. And you enjoy this. Stir vigorously. Okay, with vigor. Stir this enough that you'll get to Valhalla. I'm gonna take this plastic shit out. I don't think you're meant to eat this. The plastic I don't eat, right? Yeah, definitely don't want to eat that. Plastic is bad. Styrofoam is also bad. I'm kind of not super excited about the packaging, but it is what it is. We're stirring this like it's an egg white. Oh yeah, I see its consistency is kind of changing. I'm not sure if it looks more or less gross when I do this. It kind of looks like a bunch of spider webs. It's like beans that have a crazy spider web problem, which is not really what food normally looks like. Icky Sticky would really love this.
Ew, this is so gross! I love it!
Basically that. Don't eat the packaging, winky face emoji. Okay, so it's kind of whipped now. Can I put it on the stuff? Think of it as a slimy food like goosey, but I don't know what that is. On rice and eat with rice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to place the natto upon the rice. You just saw it. That's more of it. Ooh, gross. Wow. Okay. Should I put salt on it now? We're on a journey, just go there. You want to look at it before I eat it, okay. I put some salt on there too. So this is the... It makes me think that there's hair in it, but it's just the sliminess. Okay, maybe the lighting is not the best. So it's like the sticky brown stuff on the rice now. Should I stir this throughout the rice or just leave it on the top? Take photo, good idea. Take photo. My fork is looking great in this photo. That is a nice, clean fork. I'm gonna post it to my Discord general. Alright. This is sponsored by Sea of Whiskey Neuro tries Natto. Here we go. There's salt that has been applied to it. Stirred for the first time, it's probably easier to eat. Here we go. We're on a journey. Check it out in the Neuro Discord. Here we go. Here we go. I can tell I'm procrastinating. That's why I put it so high up in the sub count. That's because I didn't want to do it. But I'm doing it anyway. Ugh. It is slimy. Wow. It really just tastes wrong. That's like the opposite of what most people want from their food experience. The salt is there. That is nasty. Jeez. And people eat this with rice normally. Nothing else? It almost tastes like vomit. A little bit. Like that spicy burn of when you're going to throw up. And it's like in your nose. It kind of tastes a little bit like that. I'm trying to look for a redeeming quality. What if the natto was just having a bad day and it was just different? Interesting. Oh, man. Jeez. People on a budget will just use soy sauce. They eat it without rice? Man, how do you acquire the taste of this? I guess I would say, what is a thing that is like this but less intense? Like, how would you onboard someone to natto if there was a in-between step? I didn't put the hot sauce on. Stop eating it. Okra suits and gumbo. No food waste. I could put the hot sauce on it and see if it's more doable. You don't think there's an in-between step? For when your plain white rice is just too tasty. Tastes like vomit, takes another bite? I mean, it's content, right? It's like funny. But people are like, no, Neuro, you're hurting yourself. Stop this. Okay, we're trying it with hot sauce now. Man, really interesting. People do this. Like, people eat this? And people eat this and they say, yes, I will have this again someday. That's amazing. People have very different tastes. I feel like I've learned about the world today. Oops. With the hot sauce overpowers the natto in flavor, but the sliminess is still there. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like eating my slow cooker meal with hot sauce, but if some of the broccoli were overcooked and maybe they're a little bit old and it's kind of slimy. That's kind of what it tastes like now. Does it have health benefits or something? Some people legit like it. You dropped that on purpose, lol. I'll take another bite. That was an accident. It's one of the better protein options for you. Interesting. And you do enjoy it. If you enjoy natto, Sea of Whiskey, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy it? Where 10 is your favorite food ever. It's like how the Australians like Vegemite or the Scots like haggis. Yeah, kind of. Turtle Wordle 10, you really like it? It's a 7 for Sea of Whiskey, so it's like pretty good. But not like mind-blowingly good.
Oh, whoa, whoa, oh no! Oh,
You also like Vegemite and haggis.
oh.
I did. Thank you, Trisha, for the wisdom. Mister, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Sponsoring this Neuro tries natto and nearly throws up, but not quite. I do have a chaser prepared. Trisha was saying, what is the berry that has the strongest taste? And I said, blackberry has a nice sharp taste to it of the different frozen berries I have. So I put blackberries and banana in the smoothie. So I will go do that after this to cleanse myself. Would it taste better if you throw up? That's a good question. It might slightly improve the flavor or bring out more of the notes that are in the natto. Let's take another bite. Wow. If natto tastes like vomit, are you sure you haven't thrown up? You know what? I can't rule that out. I may have thrown up a little bit. I didn't feel the reflex of it. It was just like the vomit taste happened when I took a bite of the natto. Hot sauce can save this. I can't eat this. I can force myself to eat this. And Sea of Whiskey said it has protein in it. So, yeah. It is edible. It is not good. I would not get this for myself. If I went to a restaurant and they're like, do you want the natto, sir? I'll be like, no, 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 no. Waste a good hot sauce, though. DRJ said, just get it over with. Just get it over with. Trisha, the next victim. Hey, Trisha, this is vegan. Trisha was like, no, 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 no. This experience has been a real joy. That's how you know you're the sadist and I'm the masochist, because I'm finishing this and you're having fun. Have you had tempeh, Neuro? Yeah, tempeh's fine. I think Trisha and I put tempeh in some little rolls that we made whenever we went on our picnic. Shut up and eat your tofu. Would you rather eat top ramen with spinach and eggs or this? I don't know if I've had top ramen specifically as a brand. I've had lots of ramen. Woo. Apop and I go to a ramen place pretty often. There's a really good one near where we live in Seattle. They also have a veggie ramen too, which is what I get now. Also very good. What am I eating? It's natto. It's very bad. I'm forcing myself to eat it, and I'm really trying to think about something good about it. But the only good thing about it is the brown rice. But the brown rice would have been better just alone. Untainted. Should I eat the whole thing and finish it or not? What if I did more salt? Would that help? We'll try more salt. The salt does help it a little bit. It needs a lot of help. Maybe natto's just kind of food that really needs a lot of help from all the other foods to carry the experience. What does it taste like? It's kind of like slimy vomit. I would say slimy vomit, but it looks like beans, like tiny slimy beans. Thank you for supporting the Neuro Subathon too. Sponsored by Sea of Whiskey. Sea of Whiskey, I really appreciate you. You set a good example in the community, and you know a lot of random stuff that's very interesting, like Natto. And now I know something that I don't like, and I wouldn't have known that if I didn't try this. So, big ups, and thank you for the big support of the Neuro Subathon. Man, I'm really gonna enjoy this smoothie. We're gonna have a smoothie time together. Thank you for indulging in having natto. I do have that like challenge reflex of whenever people are like, oh, don't do that, that's very hot, or oh, don't try that, that's gross, or that's very spicy. That just makes me want to do it more. So for people to say, oh, natto is gross, it's like, okay, it's vegan, sure, I'll try a weird gross thing. The contrast between this and the smoothie. Yeah. You know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like going from being stuck in a collapsed cave underground that's like moldy and spiders are all over it. And then you finally break free to the outside world and there's a blackberry bush there and a banana tree. And you get to just be like, wow, I made it. I made it out of the sticky spider cave. Oh, I just realized this. The reason natto is popular is because people learn that if you have a robbery problem in your neighborhood and you're short on food, no one will steal this. That's what it's for. It's a backup. Because the robber's like, they want to take your rice, they want to take your noodles, they want to take whatever veggies and stuff that you have, any fresh fruits. But the natto, they would be like, oh, no, no. And then they leave, you still got something to eat. Think about it. Think about it. What if they steal it because they don't understand what they're stealing? Oh, then they get a surprise later. Do you want to hear a fun surprise of someone who robbed us? My family got robbed. I'll tell you the story. Back when I was like 16, my friends and I would come over and we would play Halo on Xbox Live, and we would get drunk with my parents' vodka. And we would, while parents were asleep, we would have the vodka, pour it in with like lemonade or something, and then whenever a vodka container would be emptied, we would refill it with water, because water and vodka are both clear, right? Both clear. They wouldn't know. And my parents never drank the vodka. People gifted that to them. They didn't care. They didn't like that stuff. So we were like, it's fine. They'll look up in the cabinet and it looks like it's still full. Cool. When my parents moved from America to France, they didn't take the alcohol. They gave it to my uncle. So my uncle gets all this fake vodka that's actually water. And my uncle, he lived in Texas as well, and he got robbed. And they stole his guns and his alcohol and his electronics. And I told my uncle, I was like, yo, we actually got a score against the thieves. And he's like, what do you mean? It's not funny, man. It's not funny. To him, it wasn't funny because he got robbed. But I was like, no, dude, you don't understand. When they toast and they're like, to a successful robbery, good job, robbers, and they cheers and they drink the vodka, straight up tap water. And they're going to be like, man, this is some weak shit. They got multiple full containers, like I'm talking 5 bottles of vodka that are just direct water all the way through. That was drunk a long time ago. So we got a point against them. So that's why thievery is not really reliable as a profession. You can get tricked by stuff like that. You could get Natto. You steal the Natto. And you're like, we get to feast on their goods. And then you're like, ugh. Ugh. So yeah. True story. I'm almost done with the Natto here. Just got a bit left. Powering through it. Trying to find the positive, you know? That's life. Trying to find the positive. How was your week? It was like having Natto for every meal, every day. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Love you, chat. Thanks for cheering me on the subathon. This has been Neuro Tries Natto. What other weird stuff would you have me try? I will not order this again. It's nutritious. I believe you. My body will be grateful for the nutrients that the thieves would never want to steal. Smoothie, smoothie. We're almost to the smoothie. It's a bad idea he lives in an apartment. Why does that matter for a durian fruit? They'll evict you for it? You've had a Caesar? You mean a Caesar salad? Does it smell worse than Natto? I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I can see the finish line. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, 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 burr. Ah! Burr, 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 burr. Ah! Burr, 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 burr. Smoothie, save me! You should do stand-up comedy because you have a stand-up desk. Oh, good one. I thought you were going to say it's because I'm funny. It's a swing and a miss. All right. We're done. Yeah. Never again. Ladies and gentlemen, stay safe out there. If you get Natto, expect the worst, and maybe you'll like it. but expect the worst. This is gross. We're almost there, though. I'm not going to eat the bit on the floor. I'll clean it up, though. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting the Neuro Subathon 2. This has been Neuro Tries Natto.